What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Two Guys Rambling. We've got another... Wait a minute. We're not at a normal studio, Javi.
As long as this looks good.
As long as this looks good. We're at Mar-a-Lago. Unless we reshot this and we're in a completely different scenario. No, right now we're in the beautiful Mar-a-Lago because of the things that we're talking about today. Today we're going to be talking about the Trump... Can I say
assassination attempt?
Yeah, can I say assassination?
Yeah.
All right. The Trump assassination attempt. We're talking about Project 2025. We're talking about Agenda 47. And right before we walked into this fucking room, we just found out that Biden dropped out.
Yeah.
So we're going to dig into that too. So if you have not already prepared yourself for an episode, listen. Sit down, lie down, or squat down, but make yourself at home because we're going to be here for a minute. You like that or what? Huh?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But we're going to be here for a minute. So, Javi?
Yeah, so before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please, for the love of God, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Please.
Please.
They won't let us leave this room until you subscribe.
They won't. Keith's right outside this door.
So first thing, as always, what we're going to do is get into our cut and our light for our cigars. As always, we want to say thank you to Club Humidor for sponsoring this episode.
Yes.
Or sponsoring our cut and our light because they're just fantastic to us. They help us with a lot of stuff. And so we're very appreciative of that. But they've got 3 locations in San Antonio, the one on San Pedro, the one on Huebner,
Thousand Oaks.
and Thousand Oaks. So make sure when you come into San Antonio, if you're in San Antonio already, go and stop and see the guys at Club Humidor. They're all
don't
amazing.
Go anywhere else. Don't go anywhere else.
You're not gonna. There's nowhere else you're gonna go get cigars.
And
feel
little known fact,
at home.
A lot of people didn't know that Club Humidor has a membership, $25 a year. You get for every 500 points, you get $25 credit, and you get 10% off every purchase.
And let me tell you what, those $25 come in.
Hell yeah! I got a Peterson pipe for $14.
Yeah, they come in handy. They come in handy whenever new cigars are coming out or whatever it may be. All those points come out. And then even sometimes they do special events where they do double points and all that other stuff. So that is fantastic. Javi, what are you smoking today?
You know, gotta get my homie Pete Johnson's one of his best cigars, the Tatuaje Escasos.
And our other homie, Matt Booth, his hit and run collab with Caldwell. It used to be around a long time ago, and then they brought it back. This is a phenomenal cigar, man.
Do you want to talk about briefly, our amazing time with Jeremy?
Our amazing time with Jeremy, where I don't know how much Jeremy wants us to put out there.
We'll just say we went out drinking and had an amazing time hanging out.
Yeah, he was awesome, man. He was super cool and probably one of the best ways that it could have gone down. It went down. And we had a great time showing him San Antonio and enjoying that stuff. So it was really, really good. Man, Javi, we got a lot to get into today, man. How do you like Mar-a-Lago? How do you like Florida?
It's humid.
Well, we're inside. We're inside right now. So let's dive into the recent shocking news, the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. It happened July 13th at July 13th, 2024. I was going to say at 2024. July 13th, 2024 during a camping rally in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and so Thomas, we're going to name the shooter Thomas Crooks. He was a 20-year-old from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. So I don't know why people have been giving different information on how many rounds he fired.
Yep, it's kind of been everywhere, yeah. I agree.
Some people say 3, some people say 5. But what we're getting right now is that he fired 8 rounds. I mean, obviously, he hit 2 bystanders. 3 bystanders and killed one of them.
Yeah.
So he fired 8 rounds.
Yeah, one passed away, and then 2 were in critical condition, and then Donald Trump.
The one audience member that passed away was I'm sorry if I butcher his last name. Corey Comparatori?
Yeah, Comparatori.
Corey Comparatori. And he was killed, unfortunately, shielding his family. He was a firefighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 2 others were critically injured. And Trump, by an act of God, was only wounded on his right ear.
Yeah.
Just because, he turned his head. There's a good video out on it right now if you go watch Grantham's video. He's recreating the Trump assassination attempt.
Yeah. Yeah, which is crazy that he only got nicked on the ear, right? And any like the hard thing is like nobody can. It's crazy that people are saying like, "Oh my god, he fucking missed."
Yeah, it is.
That is insane.
And then like especially so the women that were there, that were supposed to be quote unquote Secret Service.
Yes.
They were only Homeland Security. They weren't Secret Service, and they didn't have actual like VIP protection training. That's why they were looking around like they don't know what to do.
What the hell?
Because they're saying the lady who's over the Secret Service, she took away a lot of agents that were protecting Trump.
Yeah, well, they said that I guess what's her name, Jill Biden, was going to do a speech somewhere or something, and so they had to pull the Secret Service agents that Trump had.
You're telling me we don't have a lot of Secret Service agents?
Apparently not. So what they had to do is they took some of the agents that were with Trump and gave them to her, so that way she could have more Secret Service agents with her. Which is, I mean, whatever.
Real quick tangent. Every time you guys see me press my thumb, you'll see it even on the Wildfire podcast.
Yeah.
Random fact is because I'm looking to see if there's tar buildup.
Yeah, Javi sucks real good, so
Suck real hard.
So it pulls up all the tar.
So if you see me doing that and then I cut again, it's because I'm noticing tar.
Yeah.
So then I'm just cutting.
Which is something that'll it'll happen. Like it'll happen in any cigar, really. Unless super light cigars, I feel like I've never gotten tar in a super light cigar.
Yeah, honestly, but I don't really smoke lights anymore.
Yeah.
Neither do you, I think.
Not really. Not anymore. But that that's the crazy part. And the other thing that makes me think about it too is that when the assassination with JFK, we didn't put a lot of Secret Service members there because of everything going on with the Bay Pigs at the time.
You would think we would, though.
You would think we'd put more security on him.
Well, then that gets into the conspiracy that there wasn't actually one shooter and there was multiple shooters, and that he wasn't shot by the Carcano. They're saying he was shot by like 5.56 or 2.23 because of the way the round skipped when it hit his head.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's another thing.
Yeah, lots of crazy
and
stuff.
this one was out of nowhere. This is truly, I think, going to be a "where were you" moment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I was with some people from work at the time, and all I got was a text message, and it said, "Trump shot, getting more information," and it was from a friend of mine that works in politics. And all he said was Trump shot, getting more information. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, is he dead? Like, is he good? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And so that was really kind of shocking.
Yeah,
Where were you?
I was on the beach smoking.
Oh, that's right.
I was smoking a Big Johnny by Leaf by Oscar.
Is that his name or?
It's really flat, honestly. The cigar, really flat.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care for the Oscar.
Yeah, I'm starting to
too
not
much.
really like. Yeah, I was there, and I remember I was going through all my Telegram channels, as I do, whatever.
The militia one, or?
So we're going through all the Telegram channels, and one of them posted like Trump shot. Here's video, and then like the video live, like recorded on someone's TV.
Yeah.
And like of him going like this, and then him going down, and then him getting back up, and like blood on his face. And like immediately, like we got immediately I got the video and stuff, and I was texting Matt, and then I was sending it to him. But since I was on the beach, it wasn't like the video wasn't loading for you, right? Because it was through Telegram.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I use Telegram. Telegram's owned by the Russians.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So I didn't see a ton of it until I saw this picture, of him getting up. So I hadn't even seen like the picture.
And
right?
people say it's propaganda because of that picture.
This one here, right?
Yes.
Or this picture.
That it's like, oh, it's fake or some stupid shit.
Which is crazy
but I'm
to
like,
think
you have
that.
To think in Trump's mind, he was like, they just tried to kill me. I didn't die. How can I use this?
Yeah. No, that's what I'm thinking, right? Is that like how, like he's a showman, dude.
Yeah, and he has to know how good his counter snipers are.
Oh, dude. This picture right here is the one that is so...
You know what's crazy?
Crazy.
They said the guy who took the pictures of this, like these, he was there during another president's assassination attempt.
What? Really?
I remember reading it briefly, and I didn't get...
Yeah, you didn't dive into it?
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy.
This picture is crazy to me for a couple of reasons. Let me see if I can find a better one. this picture right here. This one just stands out to me so much for a couple of reasons. The American flag upside down in the background, which generally shows that a country's in distress, right?
Or outpost or something's in distress.
Yeah, right? Like that to me is crazy. The other thing is, we're going to get into little spiritual stuff here, okay? There was a prophet. You already got it on there? Yeah. Oh, my God. On Trump's floors, Javi?
Honestly,
on Donald Trump's floors. We're in one of the nicest rooms in Mar-a-Lago, and you're dumping ash on the floor? God, I can't take this guy fucking anywhere. Anyways, so the assassination attempt. So there was a prophet. Have you heard this yet?
No.
There was a prophet in January, something like early on in the year.
McAfee?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I did read something that he posted. Yeah,
that Biden would drop out of the race in 2024 and stuff.
Yeah,
because the Russians came back from their time machine.
The time travel. Yeah. We can get into that. No, but there's a prophet, and he came out and said that what is going to happen is that there's going to be an assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life. He's not going to die. He said what's going to happen is it's going to graze him, and it's going to get him in the ear. And when it gets him in the ear, he's going to drop down onto his knees. And when he drops down to his knees, there's going to be blood running down his face. And at this point, he will realize that God is real. And he will give his life up to Christ. Okay? And from this point on, he will truly believe in God and really believe that God was the one that saved his life. Dude. And then I saw this picture of him on the floor with the blood running down his face. Like, that's crazy, dude. Like, how did this guy have a prophecy like that, you know? And I'm not one to believe in anything like that. And then people were like, oh, like, how can you believe in divine intervention when it's like somebody like Donald Trump, yada, yada, yada. Like, divine intervention doesn't have any, like, it's not going to help some people and not others. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you think about the Bible and you think about Christ and stuff, and I didn't mean to run into this, right? Like, I didn't mean to like preach about anything, but that God tries to save the sinners, right? Like that's the whole thing, you know? And so if there's anybody who's a sinner, right? Donald J. Trump, you know, got into some shit. 100%. But, you know, like this is kind of that way.
Joke, but I can't.
This is kind of that way that, you know what I mean? Like, this is crazy to me, dude. So after I saw that with the, my God. Did you feel the floor just vibrate? That was
it came from like over here.
Insane. Oh my God, Javi, they're attacking. Yeah. So details about the attack. Crooks fired. I'm taking Javi's joke. Crooks fired from a rooftop about 400 feet from the stage.
They're saying it was about 140, 130 yards.
Yeah, 130 yards. Which apparently was too steep for the Secret Service agents to be on top of. Did you hear that? Did you hear that excuse?
No, that was the SWAT team, the local SWAT team. They were saying it was too hot, too.
Too hot? Well, the Secret Service chick said that it was too steep. It was too steep of a roof.
But yet it provided a perfect angle for Cucks to only peek up his head in a rifle.
What about him being there early? Did you hear about all that? Yeah. Did you hear that they found him with a rangefinder? Finding distances? That's a real thing.
And carrying and they say he stashed the AR there?
Yeah, they stashed it on the roof, right? Is what they said?
Something like that. So nobody checked the roof? Nobody walked up, looked on the roof?
Before assassination attempt.
Are you fucking kidding me? If you're a sniper, a counter sniper, and you see somebody using a fucking rangefinder, that automatically should tell you, oh, fuck, this dude's getting distances because he's probably going to try and engage.
Look. Officer reported man at Trump rally with rangefinder 30 minutes before assassination attempt. 30 minutes before.
Bro, that's like...
That's crazy, right?
I'm fucking baffled right now.
I don't know how...
If you see somebody with the fucking range... And if you're out there like, I don't know... Bro, if you play golf or any type of distance sport, you know what a rangefinder looks like. It's just a little boxy thing you put up to one eye. You press the button on the top so that the laser shoots out and gives you distances.
And why else are you getting distances, right? At a Trump rally?
At a fucking rally.
Or at any rally, you know, not just a Trump rally.
Yeah.
Trump was addressing the border crossing statistics. That's when he turned the head.
Crossing statistics would have
I
saved
know, right?
life.
So when the shots were fired,
so essentially, if you look at the video footage, sorry, I was taking a big old drag. If you look at the video footage, Trump obviously grabs his ear, and then that's when like he ducks down, and then when he gets back up, that's when like you see everyone's like, it's a false flag, because he stands up, with his fist up, American flag in the background. But like we were just talking about, a man like him, you got to think realistically. He was like, I almost just died.
Yeah.
How can I make this so I can win and better my campaign?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When you're on the floor and like a showman like Trump, right? Like somebody who knows how to grab on to a situation. When you're on the floor and you realize like, holy shit, I just got shot, but I'm alive. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, well, how did he know that he was okay to get up and do that? In the video, you literally hear them say, shoot her down, shoot her down. And then they go to pick him up. Mm-hmm. So he already knows the shooter's down. He knows that he's covered in Secret Service agents. And so, like, the fact that he gets up and it's the hold on, let me grab my shoes, right? And then all of a sudden, you just see him reach over and he gives that fist. Yeah, that fist. And I don't think he really, I don't think it's like this, right? Like, right? It's like this, right?
Yeah, kind of like at an angle.
And that's something that he always does, right? Mm-hmm. Like he always talks with his fist, or he does the little dance, like, you know what I mean? Like that's just Trump's attitude, I think. The other thing is that the eruption from the crowd that you get when they see, dude, the first time I saw it, chills.
Yeah, they
instant
went
chills,
crazy,
dude. Like I mean, even to get shot, like he got shot, right? And the first thing you do is you get up and tell the American people to fight. You tell them fight. You know what I mean? Like they just tried to fucking kill me. And keep it up. You know what I mean?
What I've been explaining to people is because a lot of people are like, oh well, I wish he would have. The shooter actually killed him. I wish this and that. And I'm like, how far have we gone in politics? Like that we're wishing political violence on others. Like look at the riots. Look at the what was it, Portland? How they were burning down police precincts.
Yep.
How they're beating each other. How what is it, Chopper Chaz?
Yeah.
How they took that over. Like how have we gotten so far with political violence that we're wishing death to one another?
Well, I don't know if I should. It's because
go ahead because I also have an example.
There is a lot of rhetoric that is used
100%.
When you compare somebody to Hitler, who killed millions,
and make it acceptable to, or that, what was it, that comedian who showed cutting off his head?
Yeah, that were, Hitler killed millions and millions of people. When you talk about how it's going to be, people taking over the White House and it's going to bring racism back and white power back and doing all these things. Something that I think we need to talk about is the fact that Crooks was a registered Republican, right? Yeah. A registered Republican. Here's what I think, right? And here's what I think as somebody who really hates Trump, right? He was 20 years old. This is the first primary he got to vote in. First primary. So my way of thinking about it, because I don't think he was Republican in any sort of way. Because right now, if you watched any of the RNC, the Republican Party right now is so fucking unified. It is insane. Did you watch any of it? Mm-mm. Nikki Haley, who was the one that held out the longest against Trump, came out and said a speech about endorsing Trump. She said, I endorse Trump.
The assassination attempt united the Republican Party?
I do. And I think Van Jones said it better than anybody else that I've heard it. I think Van Jones said it the best. He's one of the commentators on CNN. And he is a hardcore Republican. Democrat. He's a hardcore Democrat. He said that right now, a bullet couldn't take down Donald Trump, but a virus took down Biden.
Oh, yeah, I heard him say that.
And right now, it looks like the Republican Party is more unified than it's ever been, and the Democratic Party is falling apart. excuse me, and when we get into that last segment, and when we start talking about Biden dropping out, you're really going to see how much the Democratic Party is falling apart.
Anyway,
nobody. But
back to the rhetoric you're talking.
But Crooks, right? What I really think that happened is that he went in and said, I'm going to vote for anybody else who's Donald Trump because I don't want Donald Trump on the ticket. And I think that's why he voted as a Republican in the primary.
So that he had other choices.
So that way Donald Trump would not make the ticket. You see what I mean?
Oh, I got you.
That's why he comes up as a registered Republican. And because
I mean, I get it. People were like, "Oh, he only donated like $15 to the Democratic Party, right?"
It doesn't have to be $1. It's not about the dollar amount.
Yeah, you did.
You did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would never go, donate to something that was against my beliefs.
The Demolition shirt for Demolition Ranch, I feel like he was wearing it just to blend in.
That makes sense.
Nobody's going to look at a white guy funny if he's wearing a Demolition shirt.
That makes sense. Well, I mean, they're not going to look at you funny even when you have a rangefinder checking yardage.
Yeah, allegedly.
Checking.
And see, you were talking about rhetoric, right?
Yeah.
Somebody compiled all the tweets that Biden did. I'm going to read them off.
Let's do it.
So, first one. This was from 9/1/22. Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans are a threat to the very soul of this country. Next one. Donald Trump is the greatest threat to our democracy. Next one. Donald Trump is a genuine threat to this nation. He's a threat to our freedom. He's a threat to our democracy. He's literally a threat to everything America stands for. Next one. Donald Trump is a threat to our democracy, and we cannot let him win it. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin, talking to folks about blah, blah, blah. Trump poses many threats to our country, the right to choose, civil rights, voting rights, and America's standing in the world. But the greatest threat he poses is to our democracy. If we lose that, we lose everything. So with rhetoric like this, impressionable 20-year-old, he's like, well, I just bought a rifle. And everyone's telling me that this dude's, maybe I will be the guy who takes out the new Hitler.
Yep.
And then he goes and tries. And then he gets fucking canoed by a 300 Win Mag.
Fuck, Javi. Damn. I mean, he did. Yeah. And the other thing, too, is that, like, I think that... I mean, just when you compare somebody to Hitler, man, like Hitler, the guy that killed millions of people.
Him and Stalin both.
Like how do you, I just don't know I don't know how you figure that. I don't know how you get to that.
And then I have people telling me we're going to get into it in the next segment.
So that's crazy. So, Trump was quickly taken to a nearby hospital and released in stable condition. And there is video of this. I don't know if you've seen that yet of him getting out of
recording.
Yeah, people recording it. And then he didn't return to the public eye.
People in the hospital were crying for him.
Yeah. I think that I wouldn't want to see Joe Biden get assassinated.
Hell no.
You know what I mean?
That's still for me, I love America.
Yeah.
Politics aside, I love America. I love our country. I do not care. At the end of the day, let's leave politics at the door. We shouldn't commit acts of violence against one another because we don't agree. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everyone's had their own experiences in life.
Yep.
We shouldn't just go out and be like, oh, your politics are different than me. I should bash your skull in.
Yeah.
Or I should kill you.
The other thing, too, that I try to stay away from, too, is that, I never wish that a president goes in and does bad.
No.
Because then it's bad for us, why would I want anybody to go into public office and do bad, I'd rather everybody go in and do just fucking amazing and then we do better.
Little bit of news real quick. Did you see that Israel's doing kind of a little offensive into Lebanon now?
Mm-mm.
They're bombing the fuck out of South Lebanon. So now they're like, look like Israel's going to invade Lebanon. And then, what country is it that's been trying to destroy our ships right now inside the Gulf next to the Middle East? The Saudis invaded it multiple times. Bro, you know what Israel just did? They blew up all the oil tankers in Yemen.
Damn.
Because Yemen did a drone attack on them, so they destroyed... if you see the picture, it's still burning because of all the oil.
Jesus
And
Christ.
now I think it was... It's not Hamas, because Hamas is Israel. No, it's not Hezbollah, because that's Lebanon. I forget the group who's fucking over there. But now they're like, why did you do that? You know how many civilians you killed? And we're like, bro, you're attacking shipping container ships. You fucked around and now you're fighting
It's war, man. It's war. Like I mean, I don't know how else to put it.
We had Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and Barack Obama, of course, condemn the attack. And right now there's been a lot of scrutiny, like we were just talking about like what the Secret Service did and how they didn't do an adequate enough job. So,
well, you know that like RFK didn't have any Secret Service agents that were given to him, and all the time, every time that there's been a political candidate, they've always been given some sort of Secret Service agents. Yeah. But Joe Biden denied it for RFK. That's wild. That is
People
crazy.
People make fun of him, and it kind of irritates me because they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna listen to the guy who has brain worms."
Oh God, is that a thing?
I think so. He had some type of infection.
Oh Jesus Christ! I didn't know that.
Yeah. So people make fun of him, and I'm like,
that's fucked up.
Just like what's going on with Destiny right now.
Yeah.
See what Piers Morgan fucking destroyed him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, what a douchebag! Like, what a douchebag!
And a cuck. Can't forget
that. Like I don't understand how you can sit there and say that somebody deserves to fucking die
just because you're at a rally.
And the other thing, you
don't agree with.
Yeah, he said if you go out to a Trump rally and you're one of my supporters and you die, I'm gonna make fun of you the next day. That's it. Who does that? Who'd like?
Did you watch that video I sent you from that that debate guy?
Yeah. He
was very eloquent with his delivery. And
like it's just insane to me, man, that somebody would do that. The FBI investigation revealed that Crooks had no prior criminal record or clear motive as of yet, leading to widespread speculation and conspiracy theories on social media.
Computer was?
Porn?
Yep. Like a good old 20-year-old.
Wish you could have just stayed there and watched porn more.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to go try to shoot a fucking...
You should have just tried gooning, you know?
Okay.
I don't think people out there know that. You can look that up yourself.
Like Wendigoon? No. But I think the whole situation is incredible. But I think that the Republican Party has acted the right way. I think they've held themselves really, really well. When I say the Republican Party, I mean the big people, right? The Nikki Haley, Ron DeSantis, Vivek Slabamanabi. I think they have all come out and, dude, I'm just saying, like the RNC, man, was so good this year. So good. They had a day that was dedicated to making America prosperous again, right? Making America wealthy again, making America secure again,
100%.
making America. So they had they had like a subject for each day, right? Where everything was based on, and they did it so spectacularly. I could have. Look, okay.
Trump's VP pick though?
I'm pretty yee, right? Like I like shooting guns and driving trucks but Kid fucking Rock, bro. Kid Rock, I can't stand him.
Was he there?
He was there. And but I get it, right? I get that you gotta like the guys that donate to you, and Kid Rock does donate a lot to the Trump campaign. He does.
So does Elon.
And so does Elon now. And now X is moving to Texas. SpaceX is moving to Texas. Did you hear about that? Bro, I'll work at X.
Tesla's
I'll work
moving
at X.
to Texas, I heard.
Well, Tesla's already in Texas.
But they're moving everything. They have orders.
Oh, damn. So yay for Elon Musk bringing all that stuff over
for
here.
Austin housing prices. Boo.
Yeah, no, for real. Maybe if we got some Republicans over there. We're gonna say that. No, right? What do you call it? But you know, like it's just they did so well. Nikki Haley came out and quoted this quote: "I fully endorse Donald Trump as president." Ron DeSantis came out that Donald Trump needs to be the next president. Vivek Slabamanabi said the same thing. Like I can't stand him. I hate him, dude. I mean, I don't hate him. I don't hate him.
Bro, but Trump's VP kind of a little crazy.
Why? Let's talk about it.
Just some of the
stuff. So we're gonna see me and Javi fight now. Mom and Dad are fighting. Everybody, shut up.
Just some of the stuff he said. I'm like, that's wild. But granted, it's out of context what I've seen him say.
Yeah.
One thing I agree with so hard. He was like, the ATF doesn't do shit. We should abolish them.
What about?
I was like, that's my boy right there.
What about the fact that when his grandma died, they found 19 loaded guns in her house? And he was like, the problem was that when she got older, she couldn't walk anywhere. She couldn't walk very fast. So she was like, if I needed a gun, I've got them all around the house. Like
it's gonna be like a fucking pirate ship. I always make that joke. Boom, boom, dropping guns, picking up.
For real. The big thing that I like about JD Vance is that his wife is Hindu. Did you know that?
Yeah, yeah. I've seen pictures of them.
They had a Hindu, so they had like their Christian wedding and stuff, and then they had a Hindu blessing and all this other stuff too. Yeah. So he's obviously somebody who does not mind other cultures, right? So you can't call him a racist. Oh, did you hear that The Rings is racist now? He named a company that he owns, a nonprofit that he owns. He named it something from Lord of the Rings.
Bro, they call anything Republican racist.
And so, I didn't think Tolkien was a Republican, actually.
He wasn't.
I didn't think so.
And doesn't his book allude to, like, they say it's biblical, and then it also alludes to, like, World War II? Or World War I, some shit like that?
I think it'd have been World War I around his time.
Yeah, World War I.
But now, for real? Bro, I don't understand.
If they don't agree with it, it's racist. Oh, you have an opinion about this?
Oh.
You have an opinion about a group of people, and yeah, there's stuff and blah, 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 blah. And nah, fuck your facts. It's racist.
Yeah,
oh, you want more security on the border? Because you're hoping nobody smuggles in a suitcase.
We're Hispanic. We're Hispanics. I'm the third generation in to the United States.
I think I'm third also.
Javi's like great uncle was the president of Mexico.
Yeah. He fought Pancho Villa, so if you're out there supporting Pancho Villa, fuck you.
That's an actual fact.
We're gonna lose all of our fucking.
That is a real fact.
That is actually a real fact.
That is hilarious.
Venestinio Carranza. That's my homie right there.
Javi's a coconut.
People clown on me though because they're like, "Oh, you don't speak Spanish." You know, I'm like, fuck you.
That's super funny because that's where I was going to right now. That's why I was leading through that you're a coconut.
Yeah, I know. My Mexican viewers out there, I apologize. I do not. No entiendo.
No, nope. That's not even how you say that. No hablo.
No understand.
Well, you don't speak it either.
You're goddamn right.
I like JD Vance. I think when he came out,
English, I thought that he is, dog.
I think when he came out, he spoke really strongly. He did, and the thing is that we don't know a lot about him. We don't know a lot about him yet. We don't know a lot about what he's done. He's only been in the Senate. He's never done anything else, which I think is fantastic.
So why did he pick him?
Because it's somebody who, one, was against him originally. I don't know if you know that. Did you know that? Yeah. J.D. Vance was originally against Donald Trump, said that Donald Trump should never be. He did call him America's Hitler. Yep, he did. Mm-hmm.
His VP called him America's Hitler.
Yep. And then when Donald Trump went through and went through the presidency and did everything that he did, he was like, "Oh, yeah, no, this guy is not bad. This guy's not bad. He does belong." I just want
$1.70 gas again.
No, for real.
Let Matt's dad prosper and drill oil again. Let us prosper.
Let us drill.
Just only his company though.
That's it. That's all we need. No. But the thing is like, I don't know. It's just like, it's crazy to me. I think he's going to be really good. I think he speaks really well. Is really eloquent when he talks. Elegant when he talks.
And we need someone who's going to be big dick when the Chinese invade Taiwan. Yeah. And when Russia. I mean, they're.
And that's Donald. That's Donald J. Trump, bro. In this election right now, Donald J. Trump.
See the Belarusians and the Chinese are doing military exercises together.
Fuck yeah,
and
there we
go.
And
they were doing a mock invasion of a Polish airport.
What the fuck?
Because, of course, Belarus and Russia are like fucking... Excuse my language out there. They're sausage lovers for each other.
Oh, that's cool. A little for each other. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that'll get us canceled right there. Matt, in editing, you decide if we're leaving that in.
I don't know. Maybe. Who cares?
We're being a little too real in this podcast.
So now shifting gears, right? And we're talking about the rhetoric and stuff like that comes out of it. We've heard a lot about the Project 2025, and it's supposed to be a conservative blueprint for governance if the Republicans win in 2024. Mm-hmm. the focus is on reversing everything that the Biden administration has done, all the policies and implementing a comprehensive conservative agenda.
Yes.
The important thing about this, and that's very, very big.
Trump just come out and say?
Trump yesterday just came out and said that he does not back it up. He does not like it. He said that it's a very extremist agenda, which it is.
Here, I can play his audio.
Oh, yeah. I have the video, too. We can throw it up.
What the hell it is, it's Project 25. He's involved in Project, and then they read some of the things, and they are extreme. I mean, they're seriously extreme. But I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. But what they do is misinformation and disinformation, and they keep saying, he's a threat to democracy. I don't know what.
That's what I get.
Right, I cut out the part. I don't know why I cut it out. He was like, I'm a threat to democracy. He's like, I took a bullet for democracy last week.
Hey, that's pretty good.
But like that, and I think that's the most important thing. We're going to get into Project 2025 and we're going to talk about it. But it's important to know that the people of the Republican Party that will be in power, Donald J. Trump, does not in any way support it, doesn't want to do it, and he doesn't think that it's right for the country. So he has his own thing called Agenda 47, which we will also get into later on this podcast.
All right. So the Heritage Foundation's role within Project 25. So basically,
so essentially,
they're in charge of it. They spearhead it, and it's a group, like some would say a coalition of 75 conservative organizations. It's because they're basically preparing policy and giving recommendations and prepare policy and recommendations, and also they recruit personnel for like we're gonna make a successful conservative administration.
Yeah, and you know, so like I was on Facebook and somebody that graduated high school with.
What's her name?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
First and last name.
I'm not gonna do that. She had posted.
Oof! If you watch this, we already narrowed that down.
So she had already posted that that IES or IEC or IEP or something like that, the classes for like special ed and stuff like that in public schools would be dismantled through Project 2025.
Like legit.
That they would be dismantled. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll go read it then. So I went and read all 9 pages that were on the
the winning argument. That's why Matt needs to be a lawyer already.
Well, I just like I was genuinely curious because I'm not going to read all 900 pages of this thing.
Fuck no.
You know what? If we get just 300 likes on this, I'll read all 900 pages.
He'll do it.
All 900. I'll read the whole.
I'll just ask ChatGPT to give me a synopsis.
No, I'll read the whole fucking thing. I'll read it. If we get 300 likes on this somehow, I'll read the whole damn thing. Yeah, right. I will read the whole thing. So I got curious. I went and pulled up the pages that it said that was talked about, and I read it. I read the whole thing, and I sat down, read it, right, and nowhere in there did it say that they were going to dismantle it, but they said that the education, the Department of Education needs to either be restructured or dismantled. It needs to be reorganized.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know if they're taking the reorganization as the potential of the special ed curriculum getting taken out or something.
You know what else I think doesn't...
But that's a reach.
Yeah,
that's a reach.
You know what else I think doesn't also help? Is you have shows like... I think The Boys, good show, but this recent season has very much leaned in that... because they're basically showing if you're a conservative Republican, you would lean towards Homelander. So you're batshit crazy.
Yeah, everything in media, and movies and everything try to point out that the conservatives are. You know what? I'm gonna get on my soapbox. I think that if we really go down to it, Democrats and Republicans want the same thing. I really, really do.
Yes.
I think that we at the end of the day, everybody wants. I don't want to say everybody. A lot of the majority of the people that work
Except for the communists, fuck those guys.
A lot of, but like I'm talking about like
The average American.
JFK type Democrat or average American Democrat, right?
The good old Democrats.
Or the Republican Party. Everybody wants. Go ahead.
Not the KKK Democrats.
Yeah, not those.
We're talking JFK Democrats.
Not those, a little after, but a little after the KKK. I think that everybody wants Americans to be prosperous and wants everybody to succeed in life, but we have two very different ways of doing it. The Democratic Party believes that you can tax everybody and you can collect the money from everybody and distribute it evenly throughout everybody. Republicans believe in small government, lower regulations, smaller policies, less taxes, and that allows you to put more money into your bank account at the end of the month or at the end of the week or at the end of 2 weeks, whenever the fuck you get paid. I don't fucking know. And we don't get paid off of this yet, so like, comment, and subscribe. Good plug, right? But
because if we have a Democrat in office, we're gonna get taxed as shit because we'll be a little LLC, small business.
Yep. And so the problem is that we have two very different ways of looking at it. I believe that you should have more money in your paycheck at the end of the month because that's what you work for. That's what you do. And so you should be able to do with it what you think you need to do with it rather than somebody telling you what you need to do with it or where it needs to go. That's my outlook on it, and that's what I believe, truly believe. We all want to be prosperous. We all want to make money. We all want to help people. Yeah,
but
I'm not somebody who doesn't believe that billionaires shouldn't exist.
Oh no, they should.
Like I fully feel that they should exist.
Elon made PayPal, right?
Yes,
and then he made it himself, and then he sold it.
Yep,
and then he used that money, reinvested, made other companies. He didn't just get given money. He made the money. He worked hard for the money.
Yeah.
Just
look at Bill Gates.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like Bill Gates made the most used platform around the world when it comes to PCs. And he made something. Look at Amazon, right? Look at all of the things that you can do with Amazon. And why, if these people are making things that help your livelihood better and do all these things, why shouldn't they be able to earn the money that they've made?
Because if we tax them, if you start taxing millionaires, billionaires, and corporations like more than you should, then you stop innovation.
Yep.
Because why the fuck am I going to innovate and make more money if I'm just going to be taxed?
Yeah, if it's just going to be taken away from me.
Yes.
Like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Like Russians.
Yeah, like it's like, what the point? What's the point of going and doing all these things and then just losing it all? Like it doesn't make sense to me. But that's the end of my soapbox. Where the hell were we? So some of the key components is that it's like streamlining federal agencies, reducing the size of federal
IRS.
Government to improve efficiency. So like I talked about, right, the Department of Education, IRS, FDA, ATF, all those things. Merging or eliminating agencies deemed unnecessary or redundant.
I know they want to do away. Is this the one where they want to do away with the Federal Reserve, or that's another? That's the other agenda, 47.
I don't remember. I don't think it's
that's
this
agenda
one.
47. So they want to do tax reforms to like implement tax cuts to stimulate economic growth, and simplify the tax code to make it more transparent and fair. And then they also want to do like border security, how we've been talking about, and immigration controls, like strengthen border security measures, curb illegal immigration, and reform immigrate. So they want to basically reform immigration policy so that skilled workers, that we prioritize skilled workers and national security, which is smart. Yeah. Like if you're a doctor in Mexico and you want to come over, okay, come on, dentist,
and maybe you spend $30,000 on cigars a month, or 6 months, whatever it is. No, we know a eye doctor that lives in Mexico.
The number one.
And he spends a absurd amount of money on cigars. It's stupid. But like tax reform, I believe in taking care of our businesses.
Yes, especially family, because if you look at the way it's structured right now, if you own your own business, you're getting absolutely fucked by these big corporations. That's why these big corporations are okay with more taxes, because it cancels out the small guy, the little guy. Yeah. You think Walmart? Yeah, they probably want to save more money, but they'll just push off the cost onto the consumer because they're still going to make whatever they're spending. That's why they do, you go to fucking any like big chain, you know how they do the, for the kids. Oh, you want to round up, donate for the kids? Because that's a tax write-off.
Yep.
So whatever they make, they write that off on taxes as donations, so they don't have to pay their tax payments even less. So don't give to those corporations, even though they're giving to the kids. Give to the kids yourself.
Yeah, like donate directly to them.
Yeah.
And in a way, it's like fucking genius, dude. Like it's.
And you know what's funny?
So fucking
People
smart.
get lost in the sauce that like open borders is a Democrat policy, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it's not. It was the Koch brothers who were staunch Republicans. They wanted open borders so that they can pay their workers even less because they'll just get immigrants to work for them.
Yeah.
Come on, people. Come on.
Yeah. I think it's really not until Donald Trump that we really saw a push to close the border from the Republican side. Really, really push because like we seem to forget that Obama.
Didn't he deport like the most people?
He deported a lot of people. A lot of people.
Drone strike the most
almost,
people?
Yeah. Almost the most. Almost. He almost had the deportation run, but I can't remember who it was. It was somebody before him. Way
Bush?
before him.
All right.
No, it was way before him. No, I can't remember right now. But
Reagan?
he did.
No,
Yeah, Obama. Let's see who's before Reagan.
Oh fuck. Well, JFK got Nixon.
No, Carter.
Who the fuck is that guy? Not right.
What? I was like, what?
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter, bro.
See, that's how much of an impact he had.
No, seriously. I think Jimmy Carter and Joe Biden will go down in history as our bad guys, as the ones that get voted in by.
They'll go and they're still gonna. Oh my God, we're gonna pop champagne in the street when Joe Biden won.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
When I saw that shit, I was like, that's wild.
Yeah, but I think tax reform is good. I think that we need to take care of all the businesses that decide to do work inside the United States. And I think we need to take care of them. And I think
we need to tax the countries that moved overseas, or the corporations that moved overseas.
And I think that's an easy way that we can implement that change by making sure. I just realized that I don't have a hat on and my crazy hair's out. I just realized that right now. So
I thought you knew that.
Everybody gets to see it. We were so excited about this. We were so excited about this thing. We had to come and sit down, and I just totally forgot to put a hat on.
You motherfucker.
And so. Okay. Maybe one more? No? All right.
One more.
One more.
For the kids.
All right. Okay. And so, but yeah, that's my thing. I think tax reform is good. I think we should.
And you know what else
if they're employing
fighting the communists.
Okay, I was not where I thought that was going. I think that if we
right? I'm just kidding.
I think
I dropped the studio address.
Please don't drop the studio address. Out of all places to drop, please don't drop the studio address. Jesus Christ.
We're going to need Secret Service shit.
No kidding, dude. Oh, shit. We're at Mar-a-Lago right now. That's where we're at.
Yes, pull up there. You can see.
Yeah, you're going to see this beautiful chandelier.
We'll just hire our own security. Secret Service doesn't do anything, as we saw.
Yeah, apparently. God forbid there's a roof that they do something.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's terrible. So energy independence, promote increase in production of fossil fuels to achieve energy independence, roll back regulation on energy industries to boost production and reduce costs. I agree. I completely agree. People are just terrified of it. You know?
Yeah, because
are your eyes burning?
Yeah, they're burning so fucking bad.
Really?
We'll roll with it.
Okay.
Yeah, because look at Chernobyl. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, we're gonna have a meltdown!" Like it was the fucking Soviets. They're dog shit at everything. Look at Ukraine, all right?
Yeah,
still dog shit.
And the thing is, like, we have people that are like Bill Gates that are running into nuclear and really thinking about it and learning about it and stuff. And
it's super safe.
It's super safe, super green. Safe. It's good for the world.
Bro, heard any meltdowns on our aircraft carriers?
That's
our
true.
Nuclear submarines?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, come on.
That's right. I didn't even know that they were nuclear.
And the only reason it happened in Japan is because a tsunami happened along with an earthquake. But they got it cleaned up enough now where people can go back and resettle in that town.
Yeah, see? It's safe.
We dropped.
I think.
We need to move on.
I think energy independence is so important for us. Not only because it lowers the cost of energy here in the United States, but also because it makes us a stronger power.
You know what? We should call it CPS energy. No.
Jesus Christ.
Like, Javi, are you drunk right now?
Yeah, what's going on with Javi right now? But I think that, I think it's not completely CPS's fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
you're right.
because there's a lot of regulations, stipulations that they have to jump through.
But in Corpus, you can pick which power company you want.
Yeah, how's that going?
Pretty good.
I thought you said it was fucking expensive.
No, that's because the AC was broken and I didn't know that, so it was running 24/7. Yeah.
That sucks.
So I didn't know that until we pulled up, and I was like,
huh.
So
Look at that.
we had it set on this temperature, but since the capacitor's broken, it can't cool to that temperature, so it's just on.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Make sure to check your other houses, your other townhomes or whatever if you got them.
We're not all that rich, Javi.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. That's what you're doing. So the infects and criticisms, it gets support from like conservative think tanks, of course, but and political leaders, but because they argue it'll like help with economic growth and national security. But most of the criticism is about environmental impacts, like reductions in social welfare programs and increased militarization. Okay. The increased militarization, we have to take a step back and look. Yeah. Look at where the world is headed. All right. We still need to be the big guy on the block and be able to...
We need to be the guy with the bigger stick.
Yes.
You know?
The guy with the biggest stick.
Yeah, we have to. Because it's so important to us that we have... Because if we have the bigger stick, who's going to want to fuck with us? You know? That's my biggest thing.
The Clintons just endorsed Kamala Harris.
Oh, wow.
The Clintons said it was time to support Harris and fight with everything we've got. So they're going to send hitmen after everyone.
Again.
That shit's fucking wild, dude.
And so, you know,
depressing.
like that's...
Anyone out there want to play squad? Let me know.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Armory Forger too, that was pretty fire.
I think having a big military is incredibly important.
It is extremely important.
For all of us. And security is important. To think that we live in a world where we don't need a military is... I just don't even understand it. Like, I can't wrap my brain around the fact that people think that we should not have a strong military.
We made Ukraine denuclearize, and then they got invaded by the fucking Russians.
Yep.
Well, I mean, technically like 30 years later, but...
Yeah, have been getting invaded by the Russians.
All the time.
Which is insane to me that we would think that for some reason we have to demilitarize or give them less money. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
You guys want to have the best bombers, the best fighters? You guys want to go have the...
I don't understand.
Go to space and fight in space?
And
come on.
As somebody who's grown up in the poor side of San Antonio my entire life...
Don't you dare call this the poor side.
Huh? I don't know what you said.
I said, don't you dare call this the poor side.
Well, we are. We are. We live in the poor side of San Antonio.
It's coming up, all right?
And it is coming up. But...
Gentrification.
You know, and that's another thing that fucking stresses me out. That people call it gentrification. I thought it was called progress.
Oh shit!
I don't understand, right? Like we're saying, like all these buildings are nicer now, and it's making it look like. I guess
what they're bitching about is taxes. Taxes going up.
But people are calling it white neighborhoods. Like they look like white neighborhoods.
What the fuck is a white neighborhood?
Exactly. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Why do we gotta color neighborhoods?
I don't get it.
What are we gonna do? Start going into other neighborhoods and be like, this looks like a Mexican neighborhood. I don't understand. This looks like an Asian neighborhood. Like, what does that mean?
Like, I don't fucking get it, bro. Like, people stress me out. But
can I make a joke? But you gotta cut this out.
Oh, goddamn, go ahead. And we're back to the beautiful Mar-a-Lago. We had to go play a quick round with Trump real quick. Great golfer, by the way. Great golfer.
Yeah, very, very great. And great Dodger too.
Great. This fucking guy. And so I would say finally, but when I originally made the script, it was going to be final. But now we're going to go into Joe Biden later on. So let's talk about Agenda 47 real quick. And this is Donald Trump's policy agenda for his potential second term. Focuses on completing unfinished initiatives from his first term, and in introducing new reform.
2 terms.
Stupid.
He wants to also do like economic revival, so like continue tax cuts, deregulation, so that we can stimulate the economy and that he wants to focus on creating jobs and reducing unemployment. But there's a lot of people out there that love not having a job.
Yeah, which is crazy to me.
And he also wants to like immigration overhaul, so tighten immigration controls to prevent illegal entry, which if you live on the border, you see this almost every day.
All the time, yeah.
So those people out there that live in fucking Chicago or some shit that are telling us like, it's not that bad down there. How do you know? How do you know? Come do a ride along with the sheriff in Arizona or sheriff in South Texas.
Yeah.
He wants to so he'll tighten illegal entry, but he also wants to do merit-based immigration policies so that we can get skilled workers in, whether they be doctors, basically people who would benefit being American, benefit America. And they would benefit themselves also.
Yeah.
And then he also... Oh, you're going to talk about that.
Okay. So military strength and international standing, increase defense spending to enhance our military's capabilities, strengthen alliances, and assert U.S. leadership on the global stage, which I think is incredibly important. I think it's important that not only we have a strong military, but we back up the people that back us up, right? We back up Israel.
Does Trump still want to pull out of Ukraine funding?
Or
he just wants them to come to an agreement to stop fighting.
No, his big thing is that he wants the border countries that are around Ukraine that will be affected the most if Russia takes over to pay for security. You see what I mean? He's like, why should we be spending all this money over there to protect you guys instead of you guys also forking money over and making sure that you're paying for your own security?
Yeah, most of those countries are also broke boys.
So then it's fine.
Come take a loan.
We'll either take a loan from us or you got oil. If you got oil, then let's fucking get some oil. You got iron? You got steel? You got what you got?
How
you know
about
what I mean?
Delicious lithium. You got it?
Yeah,
lithium?
Yeah, exactly, right? Like that's his thing, which I completely agree with.
Yeah, 100%.
I completely agree with. I don't think that we should pull out of Ukraine, and that's one of the biggest things that I find myself fighting with my own party is that I don't think that we should pull out of Ukraine.
No,
I think that we should continue.
More dead Russians is good for us.
Not only that, but I look at everything like a data mine. We're learning how they fight, what they do, how they do it,
and what works that we're giving the Ukrainians.
Exactly. And so I think that's important to us. I think that there's going to be a time and a day where we're going to fight both China and Russia
at the same time.
And we as much as pause. I think as much data that
I did not have sexual relations with that man.
Hey, I'm pro sketch all the way.
Honestly love sketch.
Sneeko, fuck off, you fucking bitch.
Bro, he's a cuck, bro.
Dude, I can't stand that fucking guy.
Get fucking clowned on, dude.
I'm all about sketch. If sketch is gay, sketch is gay. I don't give a
honestly,
shit.
I'll still watch his fucking.
I still watch his stuff, dude, because he's fucking hilarious,
yes.
dude. And the fact that he came, dude, that is the best way to handle any kind of public scrutiny because it was hilarious, bro. Yeah. I did not have sexual relations with that man. And he gets up and he walks around. I didn't. That's too good, dude. But I think it's important that we have a strong military. I do. 100%. I think it's important we have a strong military. I think it's important we take care of our allies that are out there.
And we need our soldiers to have combat experience. So
yeah.
Because now the Russians have a lot. So
yeah.
Now, but the Chinese don't. Hear that, China? Huh? Xi Jinping? Oh, did you hear how he had a stroke?
Who had a stroke?
Xi Jinping?
No.
And then they were like, no, he didn't look. And they put out a video of him talking. And a lot of people analyze it, and it's a deep fake.
Whoa. So he's fucked up then, you think?
They think so. Yeah, get dunked on. Even God don't want you to be there.
Jesus Christ.
Well, they don't believe in God. The Chinese, they persecute Christians.
That is true.
And Muslims.
That is true. Combating corruption, implement measures to root out corruption in a federal agency and the political establishment. Increase transparency and accountability in government operations.
You know the Border Patrol is 30% corrupt?
Who would not want to vote for that? Who would not want to vote for making sure that our government is being 100% transparent with us?
Can you take off the J's and the M's and send it to me later?
Yeah.
I'll send them the whole thing.
Okay.
And then put what's up?
Yeah, right? I think, no, just make them watch the video.
I'm going to be like, this is Kamala Harris's thing. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a good... Get dunked on. That's Trump's plan.
Just tell them to watch the fucking video.
They won't watch anything related.
Ah, that's ridiculous.
They're one of those people that's like, I'd rather close my eyes and my ears if it's red.
That's absurd. So, like, I mean, this is very straightforward, right? Wanting to make sure that the government, the establishment.
You, this is not Project 2025.
No, this is Agenda 47.
Me and Matt think 2025 is a little batshit crazy.
Yeah, it's too extreme. It's too extreme. It's too extreme, and I don't think it's right for every American person out there. I don't. But this Agenda 47 makes a ton of sense to me so far. We're reading this. We're learning about this as y'all are learning about this too. And we're just, commentating on what we think about it. But combating corruption, especially at the federal agencies and political establishments, I don't know why we wouldn't want that. And then that puts into perspective all these things that have been split up with the Secret Service not doing what they needed to do. That's the same conspiracy that is around John F. Kennedy. Right?
Yeah.
He wanted to take down the establishment, and he wanted to make sure that people were that the government was being more transparent with its people.
And him and his whole family.
How do we not know that that's not what Donald Trump is doing? Donald Trump gets a lot of rhetoric because he talks a lot of shit. He talks a lot of shit. He says a lot of shit. Like, he does all this stuff that almost combats the things that he's trying to work for.
Yeah.
Because he's a businessman, right? Like, he's used to.
How am I doing this?
You getting more ash on you?
Yes.
Javi doesn't know how to smoke cigars. It's usually me, so I'm very happy that it's not me today.
I think I keep like
knocking it. So I think that's so important for us. That like I think that everybody should want more transparency within our government, more transparency with more government operations. Are we going to be able to see everything the government is doing? No. And we shouldn't. We shouldn't be able to see everything that we're doing.
Nah, that's why the UFOs are us.
No, for real, right? So I think that's important.
Hey, real quick, the Chinese, this should, why we need to expand funding. They had it was like a space plane that was able to be way up in the upper atmosphere, and it flew over the U.S. and dropped stuff. And people were like the U.S. military is like, what the fuck was it dropping?
Oh, God.
I mean,
dropping stuff like...
they're thinking either to
some kind of chemical warfare type stuff,
or like to watch, not like something for surveillance,
like a satellite thing.
But we're kind of like, we could have shot you down, bitch.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
But I don't know why we'd even let them fly over our fucking airspace.
I don't know.
Our airspace should expand to space.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they should expand to the moon when the moon's over us.
We should take the moon. And we'll build a moon base.
A bunch of fucking little minions run out. Right?
We got it. So this is what I really want. This next thing that he talks about, it needs to happen. Because what president did it? That's how he got us out of the Great Depression.
Eisenhower?
I think so, yeah.
You're talking about the highways?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eisenhower.
So infrastructure improvements. So he wants to invest in modernizing infrastructure, like including roads, bridges, and broadband access. He wants to also focus on rural development and connectivity. This is what I think will give Americans lots of jobs.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have a job and you want a job and we do that and you're a federal construction worker and you're going out there and repairing roads, repairing bridges, and you're being paid by the government, you're given healthcare and all this stuff. You're going to learn skills and you're going to have a solid job for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because essentially, we need to repair our... if you drive out there on those highways,
Dude, our roads in San Antonio are terrible.
Yeah, but that's because of... They're trying to money launder those millions, all right?
That's getting cut out.
Why
that's
is that
getting
bad?
cut out for
bad?
sure. 90% of my work's from...
Oh, shit. Okay.
That is... Javi's getting fucking censored right now.
Hey, dude, just bleep that out and just you saying that. Bro, just do that.
That's what I'll do.
Javi's getting fucking censored.
Javi's getting fucking censored, bro. I'm Big Brother right now. I'm Big Brother right now. Javi's getting censored.
He also wants to do education reform. So, he wants to promote school choice and expand funding for charter schools and introduce policies to improve educational outcomes and competitiveness.
That's a really hard thing for Republicans, even in like Texas.
Yeah.
Because even around like San Antonio, the whole idea of school choice is that, you know, like if you're going to public school or anything like that, you'll have the ability to be able to go to any school you want to, right? But the outskirts, they're like, yeah, no. Like, we don't want your kids here. We want our kids here. We want our tax dollars to go to this. And we want only for our kids to go here because we don't want them to be almost like...
we don't want them to be yuppies.
I guess.
Right?
But like, we don't want them to get like, you know, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, we just want our kids to go to this school and we want to keep them away from your kids from the city and stuff.
Well, see, my whole thing is I went to private school my whole life, but my parents still had to pay taxes into into the public schools. So I was reading on Trump's thing and he was saying he would give like vouchers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, your kids go to private school and you're paying private school tuition. Well, here's like a tax voucher so that you don't have to pay for a public school that you're not even using. And I think charter schools are like idea.
Yeah.
I think they're actually doing some good things.
Yeah, I think so too. And that's what sucks for me the most is that Harlan ISD was doing really good for a while and they were really coming up and there was a lot that was changing. And it's been lost. And it's disappointing. They're not getting... I think a lot of it falls on the fact that teachers feel like they're not getting paid fairly.
Yeah, they are.
So they don't put the
and to
work
deal with the
in.
kids that they have to deal with.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, right? Is that we can blame the school districts and we can blame the teachers and the principals and all that, but it's got a lot to do with parenting, right? And how people are brought up.
Yeah,
and
they don't raise their kids right.
Like me, I don't think I could fucking raise a kid right now, right? Like I just don't think I have the mindset and the ability to do it. I mean, not even talking about financially, right? Because the amount of money you have to make right now to have a kid is
stupid,
absurd.
And you know, people have been asking me why our generation doesn't gamble. You know what I told them? Because we're fucking broke.
Yeah, we don't have the money. We don't have money like that to just throw away. You know what I mean? And I
say we're fucking broke as we're smoking cigars in a podcast.
Well, these are cigars that we've like had over the years, right? Like we don't go in there and we don't buy tons of cigars all the time. At least I don't. I don't know how maybe Javi fucking does. I don't. I wish I did. I wish I did. There's a lot of boxes I wish I could buy. No, I wish. Like those Red Rockets. I said about those Red Rockets.
15 cruises this year.
Bitch. I wish. I wish I'm just never here, right? Just always on a cruise. I wish.
Might have a
I'll call in
real quick. We might have an episode where I'm elk hunting and Matt's here. And
no, not Mike. We're going to.
We're going to have an episode where I'm elk hunting.
He's gonna call in. I'm gonna be there too. He just doesn't know it yet. Same way we're at Mar-a-Lago right now. What do you call it? So
put a little campfire.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll smoke a wildfire.
Dude, hey, wildfire cigars actually.
Bro, the red band one, I forget the name.
Yeah.
Smoked it.
The side B, the B side.
Bro, I bought more.
Dude, it's good. It's really good. I really like the brand actually. So healthcare reform, reduce healthcare costs through increasing competition and market-driven solutions, expand access to affordable healthcare options. Why does nobody think Trump wants this? It's literally in his whole agenda, right? And the things he wants to do. Healthcare reform is so... People forget that Donald Trump is the reason why insulin is so cheap.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, he's the one that decided to go in and step on people and make sure... Huh?
Got another joke.
What, he did it...
If he makes Ozempic cheap, he'll get everybody.
Yeah, no kidding, right? But that's so important. You know what I mean? Like, healthcare in the United States is so important.
It is.
But it shouldn't be free.
No, because that's why we innovate and that's why we have some of the best doctors in the world and people come here.
Yep.
People go to like Mexico and all that stuff just to get their plastic surgeries done or dental work. But you come to America if you have like some type of cancer or you want the best of the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
When it comes to your health.
And I think it's important to make it to the fact that it's not free, but it's affordable. It's affordable,
Yeah,
and
we
there's
need to make it
competition.
affordable.
There's competition in the market, right? That allows people to pick the best doctor at the best price, at the best convenience to you. Like that stuff is so
Like,
important.
let's be real. Some of these doctors are like, "Ooh, you got insurance, dog. Let's see how much I can fucking."
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is bullshit.
Absolutely. And so being able to do this, where you get that freedom to choose, and allow yourself to be able to do that, it's so.
And we're looking at calling out hospitals right now. Shit.
So good. It's so good. I think that it's going to be fantastic for everybody.
Stop. No one's gonna.
I'm just letting Javi go on. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Rambling.
I don't give a shit. As long as you don't say things about the other people that you just talked about earlier, I'm totally fine.
I can't. Except for Antique, not right. So strong support. So basically, it has support, like strong support from Trump's base and conservative voters, who see it as like a continuation of his first term success because, $1.70 gas. There is criticism from Democrats and progressive groups because they argue it would lead to like social and environmental issues.
Yeah, because they don't want cheaper healthcare, better education. They don't want better roads.
More money in their pocket.
Yeah.
Maybe the prices at the grocery store would go down.
Yeah. God forbid we give tax reform to businesses that provide jobs, and do all those things inside the United States. God forbid we do that. But that's Agenda 47, and Agenda 47. I think like the crazy thing
send that
is
to people and say that's Kamala Harris's thing.
The contrast between Agenda 47 and Project 2025, I think, are pretty substantial.
Yeah,
I think they're very, very different. I think you can tell where the extremism comes from.
2025 and Greenland's that big? No, sorry.
I don't even think this is correct, because Africa is way bigger than that.
Anthony just came back from Africa. He killed like 6 animals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
6?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me.
He's like, bro, it only cost me $20K. I was like, only, bro. Only.
Yeah, only $20K. That's good.
That's hilarious.
I love it.
White House aide learned Biden was dropping out by reading Twitter. Yeah, that's how it be. Bo Biden.
Hey, greatest tweet of the year. Where is it? Am I going to be able to see it?
Are we going to show it to them?
What?
What you're looking at?
The tweet or
the tweet?
Do you know which one I'm looking for?
No, I don't have X.
Oh, dude, this is way old. Did they delete it?
I'm getting pepper sprayed by my cigar.
Are you really?
It's okay.
It's crazy. I don't feel anything.
Maybe it's because I'm blowing
did they take it down?
It's blowing it back.
Where's the I'm sick?
Oh, I have a screenshot of it.
Do you? Okay, send it to me a second. I didn't think it was real.
I'm sick. A lot of people didn't.
I didn't think it was real. That's crazy. Oh.
I'm sick.
That's hilarious.
What do the comments say on it? Do people just talk shit on his feed?
I don't know. I really don't read this.
Fuck Joe Biden? Oh my god. It sounds like a 25-year-old leftist intern posted this. Actual banger tweet, Joe. This is the first tweet that Joe wrote and sent himself. Ratioed. Keep scrolling. We know. Resign. Unmatched. I was shot in the head.
Elon Musk parody account. I first thought a parody account posted this. Oh, God.
Bro, we know. We all doing for it. Hang in there, Joe. You need to be on the tip. Bro, shut. Hey, reply to that man.
No, Javi, fuck off.
Not in the... Yes, fuck in the head for the inappropriate showering with your daughter.
Oh, my God.
That's a banger.
That's fucking hilarious.
Hey, if you don't think he did that, try and read Joe Biden's thing. Oh, wait. Project Veritas, they raided his freaking room, and the FBI stole the diary.
Yep.
Oh, no. Fuck the FBI. Wait, no, don't fuck the FBI. Or fuck the FBI. I don't know. Oh, shit. No, I ain't going to try for the FBI. Fuck the FBI. You need to watch Creepcast, viewers out there. It's pretty good.
If you do not watch Creep, it's so fucking good, actually.
I like how
and if you don't watch it...
Did
you hear me?
What?
I was like, if you don't watch it...
I wish you could see it.
So before we got into it, literally getting ready to walk into this room.
We gotta go to the We gotta go to the office.
We were like, okay, so we're just gonna talk about the assassination attempt. We're gonna talk about 25 and then Agenda 47, and then boom, we get this on the.
And then Hillary and Obama, they. I
don't know where this is going. So we get this. I see this tweet, and just real quick, I don't even know. Do we read this whole thing, Javi? Fellow, you can if you can.
My fellow Americans, over the past 3 years.
Okay, that's too fast. Jesus Christ! Over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy
in the world. We've made historic investments in rebuilding our nation and lowering prescription drug costs for seniors. Obviously, you're doped up on something all the time.
Jesus Christ.
And in expanding affordable health care to a record number of Americans. Yeah, that's where my taxes are going.
Uh-huh.
We provided critically needed care to a million veterans exposed to toxic substances. Is that why the VA line's out the ass and those guys go and kill themselves? Because you're a piece of shit. Because the VA is a piece of shit.
Jesus
Passed
Christ.
the first gun safety law in 30 years. What law was that, bro?
Yeah,
Appointed the
what law?
first African-American woman to the Supreme Court and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. Yeah, we'll make India and China stop polluting.
Yeah.
America has never been better positioned to lead than we are today. I mean, we need to be better positioned.
I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Together, we overcame a once-in-a-century pandemic and the worst economic...
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't
He was like
president?
he was like in the tail. Joe Biden was like in the tail end of it.
So it was done.
Hey man, fucking take credit for it, and I guess you can.
And then
right?
people were like, gas prices were low because nobody was driving. I'm like, shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah, definitely wasn't because we were drilling and refining our own oil here.
That's when I tell people, oh, you know somebody in oil? No, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, right. Seriously. The pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. I don't think so.
No,
I think the
to-
recession of 08 was probably worse.
I was still able to go to like, the Pearl and eat like steaks.
Yeah,
and shit.
so
if it was worse than that.
Okay.
Almost all my friends weren't broke as shit either.
Yeah, so
I don't know about since the Great Depression. That's kind of like
yeah, that's a little bit of reach.
that's a big reach.
Maybe since the recession of 08, maybe, but not the Great Depression.
No,
but
definitely not.
Good try, Joe.
Because
Good
look
try.
at how much housing prices are now.
Yeah.
Like
We've protected and preserved our democracy. Well, a presidential candidate was just attempted assassination. We've revitalized and strengthened our alliances around the world.
Because we're leaving Israel out to dry.
Literally.
And guess what? The Saudis are over there clicked up with China and Russia now because they're buying weapons from them because we won't give them weapons.
Seriously. Go ahead, Javi.
It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president. And wow, I thought you never started a sentence with "and."
I don't know who proofread this.
And while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. I will speak to the nation later this week in more detail about my decision. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude to all those who have worked so hard to see me re-elected. I want to thank Vice President Kamala Harris for being an extraordinary partner. Bro, I don't see her at all.
No.
In all this work, and let me express my heartfelt appreciation to the American people for the faith and trust you have placed in me. I believe today, what I always have, that there is nothing America can't do, and when we do it together, we just have to remember we are the United States of America.
What kind of signature is that?
J.R.B.U.
This is a J, I guess? Right?
Yeah, is this middle? Yeah, J.R. Joseph R. Biden. So.
Well.
Whoa. Are you telling me we've been calling Joe Biden when his first name's Joseph?
Yeah, Joseph. I feel like that computes, no?
Yeah, I guess.
So he's finally announced that he's dropping out of the 2024 race.
And now everyone's backing Camilla.
Yeah, well, this
Kamala,
comes after the full week of pressure from within his party to decline in the declining numbers in polls and following his disastrous debate performance. I mean, it was terrible. And the best part was like people were trying really hard to be like, no, like he did good. Like he did good. And even Trump did bad. But it just there was a huge difference in Donald Trump and Joe Biden going out there, and so it was two very, very different debates that were going on.
Yeah, and like Biden was also citing like his health is declining, and he's getting older, and that he just wants to focus on completing basically his duties until someone else is reelected.
Which is crazy. If you're saying that your health is what's stopping you from running for reelection, why are you still in office? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's really your health that's causing it.
Can he still be president if it's his health?
I don't know. Like that's what doesn't make sense to me. I would think that you should have to like. I would think that you would have to go maybe like take a test or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To see if you really are fit to continue to run.
Remember he didn't want to take the drug test before the debate?
Yep. So Biden announcement creates an urgent need for the Democratic Party to nominate a new candidate. Names being floated around as potential successors include Vice President Kamala Harris, Senator Bernie Sanders, and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. But I think that we've officially found out that it is Kamala Harris that is going to run,
the
right?
Hillary have even endorsed her.
The Hillarys? Oh yeah.
I mean,
the Clintons.
Let's be real.
I guess so,
the
right?
Hillarys because Hillary's in charge of that marriage.
I swear I just saw a thing on here that had him endorsing her. Huh, I guess not.
He talks shit on his Twitter?
Well, somebody does.
20 hours ago. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. That didn't age well. 20 hours ago, Joe Biden posted, "It's a miracle, folks. Donald Trump told the truth for once. It's the most important election of our lifetime, and I will win it." And then...
Oof. Next tweet. I'm dropping out of the race.
This marks the first time since Lyndon B. Johnson was kind of a shitty president that a sitting president has chosen not to seek re-election. Did you hear what he made
staffers do?
No, Kennedy's wife do after he got his brains blown out? Didn't even let her change.
Yeah.
I read his book.
Put her into Air Force One and
you're gonna stand there until they get here to swear me in.
Yeah. The reaction within the party is mixed. Some express relief and see it as an opportunity for a fresh leadership. Others worry about the stability and unity of the party heading into the election, which is huge because the RNC just finished and it was the most unified RNC that we've ever had.
Yeah, it was wild.
It was all about everybody's backing up Trump. We're all backing up Trump. And the most important thing you can do right now is not send money to the campaign, not fund the campaign, but go out and vote. That was the whole message of the RNC.
Damn.
Was get out and vote. Like, go vote. Like, get out there and vote as much as you want. The problem with the Republican Party is they like to vote on Election Day. They do not like to vote in early voting.
Nope.
And they need to get better at voting in early voting.
You want to know what's funny? So when Biden got elected, we didn't see any rioting or protest, right? We'll see if Trump gets elected, if we're going to see rioting and protesting.
No kidding. I agree. Are you ready for it or what?
I'm just like,
I
anticipate.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
There's going to be some crazy shit if he gets elected.
I agree. I think it's going to be, I think we'll see it. I think we'll see a lot of it. The same way we did in 2016, right? People were burning down buildings. The night of the election, people were burning down buildings. And I'll never forget it. I had worked for a campaign here in San Antonio at that time. And
you need to go home early. Go.
So I went to the election party, and that's when they were like, "Oh, it's too close to call, and we'll find out. Like, we'll get more word later." And then I got back to my dorm, and we had a community like lounge area, and it was like packed out in there, dude. Like, it was packed the fuck out. People were like just sitting in there watching. And so I was like, all right, cool. Then I'll fucking sit down too. And at literally right when we sat down, I think his name's John Podesta, was the campaign manager for Hillary Clinton. He walks out on stage and he goes, "Hillary's not coming out tonight. She's not going to come out. She was going to say a speech. She's not going to come in and say a speech. So everybody just go home, have a safe night." And I was like, oh, she lost. There's no way she's not coming out and won. You know what I mean? Instantly I knew. I was like, she fucking lost. I already know it. And then we kept watching. It wasn't until like 3 o'clock in the morning, dude, where Fox News is like, "We're going to call it now. Donald Trump is the president-elect." And I was like, holy shit, dude, never in my life.
Bro, I remember I had the flu that night. So I was like, I can't watch. I'm going to sleep. And then Cassie called me, and she like at midnight. She was like, "Crazy, Donald Trump won." I was like, "Holy crap!"
Never in my life did I think I was gonna see it, because that's fucking crazy.
So the DNC is holding emergency meetings to discuss the nomination process, but realistically, it looks like it's gonna be Kamala.
Yeah.
So,
so the public opinion is divided. Some praise Biden for his decision for dropping down, while others criticize the timing. Because again, you're coming off the back end of this Republican, the RNC that was just so fucking unified, which is crazy. Republicans.
Wait, do we hold the? Are we? If Trump gets elected, are we gonna hold like the everything? I'm sorry, not we. I'm essentially.
Yeah, the Republican Party.
Gonna hold.
I think the Republican Party, if the unity that's there right now in the Republican Party is going to be push everybody who's running for re-election or election to run for office, that they need to support everybody who's running. And so the goal is going to be to take the House, the Senate, and the presidency.
Because they already got the Supreme Court.
And they've got the backing right now, dude. Like I just, unless you watch the RNC, you will not understand the amount of unification that's going on right now in the party. Yeah. It's absurd. Like I've never seen any party like it before. That's the craziest part about it. Republicans are using the announcement to question the stability and the preparedness of the Democratic Party, right? Because you just pull this out of nowhere. Even though that there's been pressure, how does it make your party look, right? Like it's almost like it's just hard. How do you oust your sitting president and then you decide to allow him to stay there until the election is over? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. That's a big thing that I think to take into consideration.
So international leaders, of course, and like media are monitoring the developments because of the huge impact U.S. presidential elections have.
So Kamala Harris has already received Biden's endorsement, and is seen as the front runner. Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren are likely to gain
Bernie
support.
Sanders older than Biden?
I think he is, actually. I really do think he is. But Elizabeth Warren are likely to gain support from progressive factions within their party, which I think is incredibly important because the DNC hasn't happened yet. So I want to say it happens next month. Next month, August, right? So I want to say that it happens next month. And how do you? Because the polls have already shown that Donald Trump beats Kamala Harris, right? In the event that Kamala Harris ever came up, Donald Trump beats Kamala Harris. So now you have to convince everybody that Kamala Harris is going to be the front runner. How do you convince somebody like a Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren, who are incredibly progressive, with somebody like Kamala Harris, who put a lot of people in prison?
Yes.
For weed and stuff like that. How do you convince them, especially right now where the Democratic Party just feels so unstable?
So some other possible candidates, please God no, include Pete Buttigieg, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom.
And
not Hillary Clinton anymore.
Yeah, no,
because they officially endorsed Kamala Harris. Yeah. But the thing is that at the DNC, they're going to be able. They're holding these emergency meetings right now, but they're going to have to be ready for somebody else to come up.
Cut off their own arm.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to be ready for somebody else to come up, right? And be like, well, Kamala Harris isn't fit, so we're going to nominate Gavin Newsom. You know what I mean?
If Gavin Newsom gets elected, we're going to turn in one big California.
Yeah, no, hell no. Did you know? Hold on. Total tangent on Gavin Newsom. Did you know that when he was running for governor, he slept with his best friend's wife? Who was his campaign manager? His best friend was his campaign manager.
That's fucked.
He slept with his wife, so Gavin Newsom's wife left him. If you're a
cuck, vote for Gavin Newsom.
So Gavin Newsom, or the wife of Gavin Newsom at the time, left him, and now is the fiance to Donald Trump Jr.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
One party to the other.
No kidding, dude. So But that's the big thing, right? Is that even though that these people are coming out and endorsing Kamala Harris does not mean that she gets it.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It still has to go up to the committee. And they're going to have to convince everybody in the committee that somehow Kamala Harris can beat Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I do not see it.
Nope.
Beto O'Rourke's not going to beat
who the
fucking...
Who
you know
the
what I
fuck
mean?
is that guy?
You know, like, I don't see Gavin Newsom holding it. I don't see Pete Buttigieg holding it. I don't see, like, AOC, I don't see her. You know what I mean?
Christ.
I don't see, like, I don't know who they have in their party right now. I guess it is Kamala Harris, dude. I don't know anybody else who you put up to run against.
No, because they told Nikki Haley to not Nikki Haley,
Tulsi Gabbard.
They told Tulsi Gabbard to fuck off.
Bro, what if they ask her to come back?
She'll probably tell them to fuck off.
She probably will, because she loves the Democratic Party.
Yep. So basically, they're gonna need to unify the party behind a new nominee because they need to strengthen their campaign. Because if they don't, then it's just a slam dunk for Trump. Let's be real.
Yeah, it really is. The historical
go to my barber and fucking
the historical context is Biden's withdrawal is one. I don't know if it was unprecedented, but it was, I mean, pretty out of nowhere because I really thought that he was going to stay in. Drawing comparisons to the past instances where sitting presidents did not seek re-election, like Lyndon B. Johnson in 1968. How does somebody like this, where they're saying they're not going to seek re-election because of health, how does somebody like this keep the next 4 months or 6 months or whatever it is that we continue to go on throughout the year, where global conflicts are so strong right now? You know, like that's my thing, is that there are nations at war right now.
Hell yeah!
If this guy is not healthy enough to go around and say speeches and talk, how is he running for real? How is he running as president still? How is he still going to be president? How does he still have the ability to run a country if he can't run an election? If he can't run a campaign, if he can't go out there and say speeches and do these things, how can you run a nation? I just don't see it. I don't understand
100%.
it. I don't understand it.
So basically, analysis of how previous mid-election cycle candidates changes have impacted election outcomes. Well, it looks like a slam dunk. Let's be real. Like,
yeah, I mean, at this point,
if they can't get any, like, they have nobody right now.
Yeah, like I just don't think that there's enough people to sit around and unify against or with Kamala Harris.
Hey, why is our rating scripted? Oh, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, I don't know why that was on here.
No, go
actually.
ahead. I'm just fucking around.
What do you call it? I just don't see enough people being able to go in and support Kamala Harris.
Nope.
I don't see it. Wow, what a fucking episode, Javi.
How long have we been going?
I don't know. We've been going on for...
Holy shit, an hour and 46 minutes.
Oh, we take like 7 minutes off.
Holy
it was running.
shit,
It was
an
running.
hour and 39 minutes.
So about an hour and a half, I think we'll be on there after I cut out all the ums and uts and
actually.
So before we get out of here, Javi, and we need to get better at doing this. I feel like we don't do it every time, so that's why I got to put it in the script. Let's talk about the cigars, man. We smoked today. Highlight, flavor profiles, draw, construction. What do you think?
Honestly, the Escassos is always so good. Like, while I was smoking it, it's one of those where I look at it and I'm like, I'm glad I bought a box of these. Like, the flavors are there. It's not like it's not really, it's more of like middle, like strength. I didn't really get a buzz.
It's not really strong. It's not really light.
It's just the flavors were there.
I feel like that's delicious. What they consider a morning cigar.
Yeah, it's really good. If you want like a cigar that will give you more, and like not a Connecticut, but if you want something that's like a Habano wrapper and everything like that, pretty good.
Yeah,
I would have to 10 out of 10 recommend. If you don't like, go into your local club humidor and get a Tatuaje Escasso.
There you go. I smoked the.
I didn't say out of 10. It was a 9.
9. Oh, okay, you did say out of 10. You said 10 out of 10. That's what you just said.
Cut that out.
So 9. Yeah, the hit and run by Matt Booth and Caldwell is one of the best cigars I've ever smoked, actually. It was one of the cigars I started smoking early on when I first started smoking cigars, so it brings back a lot of those memories, right? You know, so it's
Don't
a little.
you wish sometimes you would go back in time
And try a cigar again for your first time? Like, yeah. There's several cigars that I wish I could try again.
The Liga number 9 ain't what it used to be.
Yeah.
I don't like them anymore.
The Sansparai Red. The Sansparai Red. I wish I could try that again for the first time.
We smoked that at my
Your graduation?
No, my wedding shower or whatever.
Yeah, I think so, actually. I think that is. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Everyone was passing around the bottle.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I didn't drink at that time.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm heavily into drinking. It's an issue.
He's borderline alcoholic.
No, I'm not. That's a lie. I only drink once a week. And it's the night before the podcast, so I come in hungover sometimes.
No kidding. But the hit and run is such a good cigar, man. If you can go run into your local Club Humidor or come to San Antonio, go to Club Humidor.
And anything we talk politics wise has nothing to do with Club Humidor. This is our own opinions.
Yeah.
This is our own thoughts.
Yeah, Club Humidor just supports the cut and the light. That's what they do for us. They support the cut and the light and the smoking of the cigars and the podcast, and then we freely talk about
our own opinions
and what we think and stuff like that. So that's the important thing about it too.
That's for you, Sam.
Yeah, Sam's like having a heart attack in the background. No, but the other thing that we try to do too, as much as possible, is when we do talk about politics, we try to show both lanes. So when Kamala Harris comes out with her version of an Agenda 47 or whatever it is, I'm completely down to come on and talk about it. Do you want to have a
live the election night, the live watch party?
Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do a live election party on election night. So we'll stream it on YouTube, we'll stream it on Instagram, we'll stream it on everything else where you can find us. So
and we're gonna get absolutely hammered.
I guess be ready for that, and we will get hammered because it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a really long night.
Stress smoking. I have to call in the next day.
No, for real. So, but call in the next day. This fucking guy, whatever. But my cigar, I give it a damn. I think this might be the first 10 out of 10 cigar on Two Guys Rambling. Dude, construction is great. The flavor profile is great. None of them have had a tight draw. I've never had to recut one again. I have to relight it because I'm sitting in front of an AC, right, where it's blowing it out.
Matt Booth just knows how to make.
But flavor profile is fantastic. Construction's fantastic. The burn is phenomenal. If I wasn't sitting in front of an AC right now, it would stay lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's just all. I think that's our first 10 out of 10
from Matt.
From me that we've had on Two Guys Rambling. But I really do. I really do think it's a 10 out of 10 cigar. I like it a lot. So that's going to wrap up the episode for today. We've covered, some really big and heavy important topics. So that's awesome. I think I like that a lot.
Make sure, check out our Patreon. We have 0 people who check out our Patreon, but check out our Patreon. If you want uncut on Ricardo, and shut your bitch ass up next time when you're talking about Patreon for full uncut episodes every Tuesday. And the edited versions, like always, are available on every Friday on YouTube.
Yeah. And, I wouldn't say that there's a lot between, I'll be honest with everybody. I don't think there's a lot that's going to be different between the Patreon videos and the Friday videos. I think they're going to be very, very similar because we try to keep everything
where you can see
consistent. Yeah, where everybody can see it for free, obviously. But if you want a way to support the podcast, if you like what we're doing here, you like the kind of things that we talk about, it's a great way for us to be able to make some sort of income on it and be able to do better videos. That's what's important to us, is we want to create really good videos that are for everybody. And be able to do them really well. And I think that's important. And so, of course, thank you to Club Humidor for sponsoring the Cut and the Light today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Remember that our thoughts are our thoughts, and they have nothing to do with Club Humidor at all. So please, before you go, like, comment, and subscribe.
And make sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments. Please, for the love of God, we need the engagement. Please.
We need the engagement.
Even if you're like, hey, that guy on the right, he's a fucking shithead.
Ouch.
Whether that be me or Matt.
It's me.
I don't know. Until next time, keep the conversations rolling and your cigars lit, and make sure they're humidified, because if you don't, you're a piece of shit. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.